Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I'm here with a concoction video today. We are going to be making a recipe that I found online and I put it on my blog. It's cherry almond pie cups, I think. I'll insert a picture right here. And the link to that blog post is down below if you want the exact recipe. I'm going to be doing pretty much the same thing as in that recipe. I have some cherry pie filling here. There will be leftover, but my mother eats this stuff with a spoon, so it will not go to waste. I got some cinnamon rolls, but I didn't buy the Pillsbury brand. I just got the Hannaford brand, and I think the other one says with, I can't remember, some kind of frosting. This one's cream cheese icing. It's good enough. They used almonds. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of walnuts. My mother's almost out. I have it on the list. A little bit of walnuts. That's her favorite nut. And I might put a little bit of coconut on there too. So I have the oven preheating at 375, and let's just get going. First, let's deal with this baby. I hate these things. Hate them. But they don't seem to pop as bad as they used to. But it still scares me very much, and I'm afraid for my camera because I might throw it. But they're not like when I was a kid. There we go. No problems. Going to open the can and then I will be right back. This is supposed to be very easy. You take a cinnamon roll and you're supposed to press it into a muffin tin. I sprayed it. But I'm going to just flatten it first a little bit. I think that might be a little bit easier. I'm not going to be too concerned. You could even take a rolling pin and roll these out, I guess. But you want it to go up the sides enough. Alright, that looks good enough to me. I'm going to go ahead and do that to 8. And then the empty cups that don't have anything in there, I just put a little bit of water in them so that the pan doesn't, burn. Here's my new method. I just smash this between my hands, and that works out really well. Then I just put it in. Voila! This was incredibly easy to do, and oddly, very satisfying. I liked squishing that shit between my hands. Alright, we are going to add the cherry pie filling now. It says, I think, a heaping tablespoon. I'm just going to, just put some, and then I'll decide. You certainly could use apple pie filling, and if it's big pieces, you could just chop it. I think apple would actually go better with cinnamon rolls, but my mother loves cherry, so we're going to do cherry. Well, that almost took the whole can. I'm probably putting too much. I'll probably have a mess. We don't know. We will find out, won't we? And my mother will still eat messy food. I will be putting this in the oven. I'm not going to put nuts or coconut until the end. I'm just going to sprinkle that on. And I believe it says 11 minutes. Let me look. 14 to 18 minutes. So I will check it at 14, and I will let you know. This is what we have after 14 minutes. And yes, some spillage. Not too bad, but maybe put a little bit less than I did. It says to cool in the pan for 5 minutes. I have no idea if there's anything that's going to be very doughy inside, but I took it out. It looks like it's crisping up. The water in the empty little pots was boiling a little bit, so I'm just going to trust that this is good. I don't know if I should put my sprinkly things on now, or if it will be easier to take these out without the sprinkly things on there. They look like they won't stick unless this stops them from coming out good. Maybe I can just break that seal, put that stuff back on there. I'm just going to let them cool for a few minutes, and then I will pop them out. I am going to lift these out, and here's how I'm going to do it. 2 knives, and I'm just going to put a knife on each side and do that. But I'm going to put a cutting board here so you can see what I'm doing. Very easy transfer. what I'm doing now is I'm just lifting them with the two knives and just putting that right on the edge of the pan. Then I can move it with my hands because the moving it over with the two knives was a little bit harder. Oh, now I can sprinkle a little bit of coconut, just a little bit of color, decoration. And my mother loves coconut. And I plan on freezing these. I don't know how well they'll freeze, but what I want to do is just freeze them first, like this. I don't actually have room. But if I had room, I would just put this in the freezer, uncovered, let them freeze. And then I can put each one in an individual little cup or baggie. But I will find a way to freeze them because my mother's the only one who will be eating this. And, you know, it's just a lot. And I just took some walnuts. She was right down to the nitty-gritty in the bottom of that bag, so most of the pieces were little, and I just broke what was left. As for this little frosting, if it's not enough for you, it's enough for this. You can always just mix some confectionate sugar with a little bit of milk, drops at a time, and it'll make a nice glaze. But I think they give a generous amount. And I popped this in the microwave for about 10 seconds. Ooh. This is awesome. What an easy recipe. And there is more than enough glaze or icing or whatever you want to call it. Wow. I'm impressed by how this came out. And you could use any pie filling you want. And if you don't want the cinnamon rolls, you could do this with biscuits. It would be a crust. Like if you want blueberry, but you don't want cinnamon with blueberry. That is it, folks. I think this came out great, and it was very easy and quick. Did I tell you 14 minutes? Yes, I took them out at 14 minutes. The link is down below for the blog page where this recipe exists, and you are more than welcome to go check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!